Greetings, and in today's video, I'm going to show you the 5 things you're doing wrong with stock options. If you're new, I'm Linda, and I taught myself on how to do stock options. It has been life-changing. It has made my money make money for me. I had to learn a lot, but take this as light education, as entertainment, so that you can learn something new too. It can benefit you as well. Okay, so number 1. Stock options, what you're doing wrong. Well, you are not into stocks. Remember, you're doing stock options, and stock options are a derivative of stocks. They come from the stocks, they really do, but they are not the stock. They are derivatives. They are options. That really means that you could do something with it, you could not do something with it with the stock itself, and there's also a factor of time. So make sure you know that, you tell yourself or you tell people, I do stocks, I do stocks. To be clear, you do stock options. You're doing derivatives. That's the actual technical and more appropriate way. Once you get into it, you really do understand the word derivatives. That's the right word to use. Number 2, you make money from selling policies. You make money from selling options. When I first got into it, literally the first 2 years, I kept saying, I'm going to buy an option. I bought the option. I bought the option. And my husband kept correcting me, no, you're selling the option. And I think I know why I kept saying buying. In America, in this culture, we are a huge consumer-based culture. I'm going to buy gold. I'm going to buy this expensive handbag. I'm going to buy a cheeseburger. I'm going to buy Taylor Swift Taylor Swift tickets. Everything is a consumption buy because you work hard at your job and you're gonna buy. It's a reward. That's sort of like the reward for you. So you have to undo that. Buying is an expenditure. I mean, unless you buy an asset, which is smart, but a lot of times we're just buying to consume things. So you have to flip it and think, successful people, when do they actually make money? It's when they sell, right? When a dentist sells their services, when an inventor sells their invention, a patent, an IPO, when you sell a product, when you sell a pizza, what happens? The consumer who consumed gives you the money, the reward at the point of sale. So selling is good because that's when you're actually giving something of value when you sell something. And in the option case, the seller, I'm providing liquidity for the option to be alive, for the insurance to be alive. So change from buying to selling. I'm selling options. I'm selling options. Come from that mindset that you're selling. You're providing something of value into the options market. Okay, so number three options, you cannot just set it and forget it. Just like with a regular stock, I could buy Facebook stock, Netflix stock. I could press the buy button, forget about it, sit on the beach, and forget about it. Maybe get dividends, or hopefully it gets an appreciation. I could own it for 30 years, who knows? Or I could have a huge mutual fund or a Roth IRA that somebody's managing for me, or sit on gold. I could just, those things, you could buy it and just sit on it and truly forget it. With options, it involves a little bit of maintenance. You have to be aware of its time sensitivity. Something's going to end, something will expire, and it needs your attention. So options involves a level of, you have to set the insurance, but make sure you keep an eye on it. Now, it could be a lengthy option. It could be a year out. It could be months out. It could be weeks out. And if it's a daily option, you're going to have to pay attention to it daily. So keep that in mind. You can't just set it and forget it. You have to pay attention to it. Number 4, this is a little bit when you finally start to get into it, you have to have a clear strategy. You have to be firm, or at least build the knowledge of who you are. What's your strategy? What happens is that when you get into it, you might have fear and you might close a position on a debit costing you money, and you almost should never ever close a position costing you money. So you have to ask yourself, what am I doing? Am I going to try to get a lot of premium, low premium? Am I going to be a daily, a weekly, a monthly? Do I want to capture the actual stock and do cover calls? So all of these questions, they sound more advanced, but when you get there, you will see, hey, I know my strategy. I will never, or hopefully never lose money on a trade, and always close in my favor, roll it out, close it to expire. So make sure you're not operating on fear, that you instead actually have a strategy in place. Okay, so the fifth, the final one, understand time. Time is in your favor. You know, if you can believe that, actually time is in your favor. Usually time is running against us. We're getting older, or the window of time is shrinking against us. In option, if you're the seller, time is in your favor. So what does that mean? You are the holder of the policy. You have opened it up, and the time is in your favor. You can control if you want to close it early, if you want to extend it out, get more premium. So those factors are actually in your favor. You are also covered. You actually have assets to cover you. In pairing with time, those two things are working towards your favor. It's actually the buyer that's, running towards making sure that their position that they bought is getting to their target price, and this time of window is closing on them. It's an expenditure they bought, that hoping their option will be sold or bought in their favor, but they have to run against the clock. But you, the buyer, you have to understand the time is actually in your favor. Learning about how to extend time when you need it to, draw back time when you need it to. It's actually a really cool feature if you understand that as an option seller, time is in your favor. Okay, so those are the 5 things to watch out. If you're not doing these things, well, these are the wrong things to understand about stock options. I'm going to repeat them again. Stock options, they're not stock. You're not dealing with the actual stock. It's a derivative. Number 2, you make money from selling, not buying. You got to flip those 2 words around. Number 3, you can't just set it and forget it. It does need maintenance from your part as the seller. Number 4, you got to have strategy in place. Know who you are, and it will take time and iterations for you to slowly perfecting your system. But know that you have a strategy to not lose money, make money always work for you. And number 5, understand that time is in your favor. Okay, time is working with you. Understand how time works, and it will benefit you greatly. Okay, so those are my video for today. Any questions, hit below. Look at my shorts. Those are my actual trades that I do in one of my accounts. And I'll see you on the next video. Bye.